Dave here. I'm back. It's been a while. You'll see I'm in a different location. This is actually my shed. We just recently moved, and there's been a lot of stuff going on, obviously, in the world and in our lives as well. And so videos have been a little bit behind. But right now I'm in my shed, and I wanted to kind of share something. One of the things that I've come across very recently, in fact today, was I have not had a lot of extra time to do anything but work on our new place and really kind of get things straightened out with that and get the move done. So I've been neglecting a few things, and one of the things is my firearms. Now this is my TCP, and I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm going to zoom in as best I can on it. You can see there is rust forming. Oh, that's terrible. Hold on. There you go. You can see there is rust forming on that firearm. That's a terrible thing. No firearm should ever have that kind of situation. So what I'm going to do is off camera, because, well, YouTube doesn't like it. I'm going to break it down. I've already broke it down and verified what the situation was, but I'm gonna break it down and I'm gonna try to clean off that rust. Now there's a couple different things you can do. One of the things I've seen people do is use steel wool. Now that will take off your surface. I've also seen people use typewriter erasers or pen erasers, and because of the stiffness, that will take off some of the rust, but it could also damage some of your finish. Now, one of the things I've also heard is a brass brush. That is a brass brush. So let's see if that works. So what I'm doing, and you'll see I have the slide in my hand, I'm going to go ahead and just work it back and forth gently across it, trying to get just the rust off. I don't want to take off the finish. Now if I do take off the finish, what I can do is I can go back and refinish it with, what do you call it? And if I do take off the finish, then what I'll probably do is come back with a steel brush and just take it off. But let's see. And I'm kind of just going through and trying to figure out what works. Yeah, it looks like it's transferring brass to the firearm, which is kind of cool. Not exactly what I was looking to do. It is cleaning it off. That's kind of cool. It's cleaning it off, but it seems to be leaving brass on the firearm. I've never had a brass firearm before. I kind of want to continue. I don't think I will, though. Yeah, that is taking off, or that is leaving brass on the firearm, which is, while funny, not the desired effect. The release is also rusted. My goodness. I left this thing in disrepair. That is horrible. Let me see if I can find a steel brush. I'm going to go ahead and just go at it and try to get all of this off. I don't want a brass firearm. So hold on. Okay, that is a steel brush. Let's see what happens when we go at it with that. Well, it does affect the finish. I will probably have to go back and refinish it. Actually, I kind of like that. Actually, that's not bad. That is cleaning it off pretty good. If you look, you'll see it is taking off some of the finish. So that does kind of affect it. It does have some discoloration from the brass still, but that's not too bad. I can deal with that. Yeah, we're getting off all the rust. The rust has come off. It is affecting the finish. What I probably will end up doing is getting some blue and re-bluing it. and just dealing with that. I was never really happy with the Taurus finish on this one, so doing this is not a huge problem. It allows me to actually put a true blue finish on it. The other thing that'll happen is rusting doesn't happen as often with a true blue finish, because bluing is a type of rust, so it's not going to allow regular rust to form. But to remove rust, if you do have a rusty firearm, brass brush will work. You can actually use rust remover, but you will end up with issues. Luckily, I got it before the pitting started, so that's not such a big deal. But I do know that I need to pay better attention to what I'm doing with this, and make sure I have it oiled. I kept it in my pocket, moving a lot of furniture and stuff. I ended up sweating a lot, and you end up with salty sweat on your firearm. You're going to get rust, especially if you don't clean it off and oil it. And unfortunately, with the long days of moving stuff and dealing with other things going on, I did not tend to my firearms like I should. And I ended up just keeping it in the leather holster, where it got trapped against the firearm, and voila, you've got rust. Another thing I'm going to do is see if I can get out of there. But just a quick note, you definitely need to make sure you pay attention to your firearms. I definitely need to pay attention to my firearms. And I need to make sure I am not letting them get rusty like that. I need to make sure I apply enough oil to them and allow them to not get in the disrepair that they are in. Just a quick note, and check in with everybody. I will be back. I don't know when. I know that we're going to be doing some stuff on the new place. So we're probably going to be posting that on our other channel. Otherwise, this is Dave, and remember to check your firearms. We'll see you next time.